Now, new data shows Australians are gravitating to feel-good brands and marketing. Now, is that because of the difficult news we've had over the past few years between pandemics and war? Let's find out. Joining me is marketing expert and author Amanda Stevens. Amanda, how are you this morning?
Hey Tim, good morning.
Is that part of the reason, do you think, people going to this feel-good nature because of the bad news cycle?
Yeah, absolutely. Even though consumer confidence is low, it's actually up significantly on the same time last year. So when we dig a little bit deeper into the data, we're seeing that given the cost of living pressures and interest rates, relatively consumer confidence is quite high. And I think that's been driven by a couple of trends. I think that with all the global uncertainty and negative things that are going on in the world, what we see that the human reaction to that is often what we call cocooning. So they dial in to the one environment that they can control, and that's their home. So I think that anything to do with the home, technology, anything that makes our home more functional, more comfortable, gives us a better lifestyle. We're certainly seeing that those types of categories are really solid right now in terms of consumer confidence.
How do you tell us more about the story of the feel-good? I like this feel-good marketing, things that make people smile in contrast to frown.
Yeah, absolutely. We're certainly seeing that smart marketers are really dialing into the positive messaging, feel good nature, almost a little bit of escapism, fun, funny, any of those kind of themes and messaging is really resonating with consumers right now. In fact, we've just seen a brand that had one of the most feel good taglines of all time, in fact, since 1999, LG Life's Good, are just now kind of relaunching that to be life's good with optimism, which I think is really, really interesting in terms of the fact that while consumer confidence may not be at record highs, I think people still like to feel optimistic about the future. And we know that humans are wired to think about their future in more optimistic terms than it's likely to turn out. And that's actually a survival mechanism. It's what keeps us motivated, particularly through uncertain times. So I think that, marketers who are really tapping into that feel-good factor in their brand are certainly winning the hearts and minds of consumers right now.
We often talk about cost of living challenges and they're very real, but there is another element to this, isn't it? Resilience. And sometimes Australians are underestimated when it comes to resilience. The pandemic showed that we could almost get through anything. And the challenges that are being put in front of people, individuals are being very creative in the way that they work around it.
Absolutely. And again, I think this comes back to the home. I think we're spending more time at home. So while consumers are saving on perhaps not eating out as much, being more conscious of their grocery bill, as I said, that spend is going back into the home. Anything to do with making our homes more comfortable. We're spending more on technology than we ever have. And interestingly, also, I think the wellness trend is continuing to evolve as well. So home gyms, home saunas, all of those type of categories, we're certainly seeing that spend is up. But yeah, I think you're right. I think when times are tough, Australians are known for their resilience, for their optimism. And I think that while things might be tough in the short term, I think Australians generally have an attitude that things will work out and that better days are to come. So I think that that's certainly another sentiment that we're seeing drive some of those particularly retail categories as well.
We could probably talk about it all day, but to finish with, I wouldn't mind just getting a 30-second snapshot for people watching today who might be just starting a business, have a business and they want to sort of reinvigorate themselves. What's a little tip you can give from a marketing perspective about how people position who they are?
Yeah, good question. We're certainly seeing that small businesses are being started at record rates right now, particularly women. Women are starting businesses. Mums is a category that we're seeing they're starting businesses at record rates. And if I wanted to share one tip with those startups, it would be that from the get-go, really dial into your customer. Put your customer at the heart of everything that you do and really focus on a relationship mindset rather than a transaction mindset. So it's about building that long-term loyalty and advocacy, and that will ensure that you build your business from the inside out.
Yeah, great advice. Always good to chat, Amanda. Thank you.